Festive season has almost started and we are expecting to see a lot of action in the Indian two-wheeler space, and this month, September, seems to be no different. We are expecting a lot of new two-wheeler launches to debut in multiple different segments, and we have compiled a list for all you curious folks. And the list is quite an interesting one, so stick with us till the end of the video. You're watching BikeWale, I'm Anuj, let's get on with it. Before we move on with the list of upcoming two-wheelers, the first product in this list has already been launched, one of the most popular modern retro motorcycles, the Royal Enfield Classic 350. So the updated prices of the motorcycle are already flashing on your screen, and you let us know in the comments what do you think of these prices. Now talking about the updates, the motorcycle gets an LED headlamp and LED pilot lamps. Now if you see closely, the LED headlamp seems to be the same unit as the Super Meteor 650 and the Meteor 350. Besides that, the motorcycle also gets adjustable clutch and brake levers, and there are new color options as well, and some of them are very funky. The names of the color options are also quite interesting. Now there's a USB Type-C charging port as well, and some of these are exclusive to the top spec variants as standard, while the lower spec variants you'll have to pay extra to get these bits. Now what's common across all variants is a gear position indicator on the tiny LCD screen that you get on the instrument cluster of the Classic 350. In my opinion, this is a very practical and useful addition in day-to-day riding when you want to keep a track of what gear you're running in. This is very useful. The rest of the details or the mechanical specifications of the motorcycle remain unchanged, except for one addition, that the fully black color trim gets alloy wheels as standard, while the rest of them get spoke wheels as standard. It continues to get the same 349cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine, which is the new J series engine. It makes 20.5 bhp of power, 27 Nm of torque, and it comes mated to a 5-speed gearbox. This is one of the most characterful engines that we have come across. It's an original thumper, and if you want a very calming and peaceful riding experience and want an OG modern retro motorcycle, the Classic 350 has to be on the top of your list. Now starting with our actual list of upcoming products, the first one will be the Jawa 42, or rather one of the iterations of the Jawa 42. Now we don't know much about this motorcycle, but it has been teased already, giving us some hints about what we can expect from the bike. Now the first change that we can see, or a glimpse that we can see, is a new headlamp cowl, and it is surrounding the headlamp along with low-hanging bar and mirrors, which are typical cafe racer elements. We are expecting the mechanical specifications of the motorcycle to remain unchanged. So it should get the same 294cc single-cylinder liquid-cooled engine, which makes around 27 bhp, 27 Nm of torque, comes mated to a 6-speed gearbox with an assist and slipper clutch. Now if Jawa changes the gearing of this motorcycle and makes the low end stronger, that should be very interesting, and it should enhance the overall riding experience in line with scramblers in general. Now the next two-wheeler in this lineup should be the 650cc version of the Royal Enfield Classic. Now the Gorilla has already been launched, and Royal Enfield is known to launch new products around festive season, and as far as we know, the next product in line is the Classic 650. Now this motorcycle has already been spied on multiple occasions, and the name that has been trademarked has already been leaked. It might be called the Classic 650 Twin, which goes by the twin cylinder configuration of its engine. Now this should be an ideal upgrade for the Classic 350 owners, because we are expecting this motorcycle to deliver a similar kind of calm and chill kind of riding experience, same as the Classic 350, but in a more powerful and performance oriented package. Now the engine, the 650cc parallel twin engine, should be the same as the Interceptor 650. We are not expecting a lot of changes to this engine, but perhaps to match the ethos of the Classic 350, Royal Enfield might tune the throttle calibration differently, or they might change the gearing slightly differently to give it a different character than the existing 650cc Royal Enfield motorcycles. Another interesting thing to note here is that there could be a bobber version of the Classic 650 which has already been spied, and one interesting observation is that it gets a removable pillion seat. That's what it looks like, and there could be a couple of other design changes as compared to the standard Classic 350. So we are expecting two different iterations of the Classic 350. As for the product positioning, we are expecting the Classic 650 to sit very close to the Super Meteor 650 and the Shotgun 650, both of which sit above 3.5 lakh ex-showroom. And we are expecting the 650 Classic as well to be priced around the same spectrum. What do you guys think about its pricing? How much it should be? Let us know in the comment section. The next product in this list is the Destini 125, the next generation model of the Destini 125. Now, one of the pictures of the scooter has already been leaked, giving us a look at its design. So it will get a new design which will be a good mix of modern and retro elements. It will have some curvy angles across its bodywork along with some contemporary elements. Although design is a subjective thing, this looks much fresher than the Destini that has been going on in the market for a long time. Apart from the design, we are expecting it to get new features as well, maybe an updated instrument cluster, perhaps with Bluetooth connectivity and navigation system, and maybe small feature addition here and there. We are expecting the engine to remain the same 125cc single cylinder air-cooled engine with a CVT gearbox, which makes close to 8 bhp and 10.4 Newton meters of torque. It remains to be seen whether Hero makes any changes to the overall hardware specifications of the motorcycle, but one interesting thing that we have observed in the leaked image is that it gets the same alloy wheels as the Zoom 110. We are expecting the starting price of the scooter to be around 85,000 rupees, which is close to 5 to 6,000 rupees more than the existing Destini 125. Now, the 125cc family scooter space is quite competitive, and Hero really need to pull up its socks and bring something very interesting and appealing. We could also see an electric scooter being introduced from Bajaj. This is likely to be called the Chetak 2903, which will sit between their entry-level 2901 and the higher spec urban variant of the electric scooter. So the certified range, which is close to 123 kilometers, and the top speed 63 kmph, these will be the same as the 2901 existing entry-level Chetak, but it might get more features and perhaps little swankier color options, and pricing wise it will be positioned above the 2901, which starts from around rupees 95 or 96,000 ex-showroom. So we are expecting the price tag to be around 1.15 to 1.20 lakh ex-showroom. Now the next two-wheeler is very interesting, and it could be the Triumph Thruxton 400. Now it's already been over a year that Triumph launched its 400cc motorcycles in India, the Speed 400 and the Scrambler 400, and the company itself officially confirmed that they will launch two new 400cc motorcycles in India before the festive season. So considering that, September seems to be a sensible timeline for the launch of the Thruxton 400. There will be another motorcycle as well, but about that we don't know anything. The Thruxton meanwhile has already been spied on multiple occasions, and as we can see from the spy shots, it will get a Monza style bubble type fairing, it will get clip-on handlebars and bar and mirrors. So what you'll get as a result is a slightly different looking motorcycle, a typical cafe racer, along with slightly different seating ergos than the Speed 400. Speed 400, which offers you a good mix of sporty but upright riding position. The Thruxton meanwhile should offer you a sportier and slightly more committed seating ergos. We are expecting the overall mechanical specs to be the same as the Speed 400, so you should get the same 399cc single cylinder liquid cooled engine with a 6-speed gearbox, assist and slipper clutch. It makes 39.5 bhp, close to 37 Newton meters of peak torque, and upside down forks, preload adjustable monoshock at the rear, and semi-digital console, dual channel ABS, and everything that you get on the Speed 400. But it will be interesting if Triumph introduces some more new features on the Thruxton 400. Pricing wise, it will certainly be priced more expensive than the Speed 400, perhaps more expensive than the Scrambler 400 as well, because it's been Triumph's tradition to position its fully fed sport bikes over above every other motorcycles in that segment or with that platform. How much do you think the Thruxton 400 should be priced? Let us know in the comment section. Phew. That was quite a long list, and as I said in the beginning, September seems to be very eventful and interesting. Now, amongst all these products, which one are you looking forward to the most? Let us know in the comment section. I'm Anuj, signing off for now.